You are entering a location next to a designated zone across the street from an area called time, space, and alternate reality. You may find yourself asking questions like, where did he acquire such a cool power-up? How do I get to that secret bonus level? And when will they release a new nifty hat for me? There are many of these questions, and we will do our best to answer as many of them as we can, as Aperture Gaming is proud to present the DLC Zone. Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it, you download it and play it. Today's DLC comes from Dishonored. It is the second pack. The first pack was Dunwall City Trials, where you had to run around within a certain... You had the time trials, the assassinate in a specific way trial, you know. It was more of a training DLC. This DLC, however, is more story-based. It is Dishonored, the Knife of Dunwall, which is the nickname for Daud, the character who is really responsible for the death of the Empress at the beginning of Dishonored. This might be a little spoilery, so just to be careful of that. I heard about this DLC and I was excited for it because I was like, oh great, story stuff, but we might get a little more backstory. Well, we simultaneously do and don't. It would have been nice to... Daud is an assassin in the city of Dunwall and throughout the universe that this game is set in. But instead of actually seeing how he became the assassin, we don't. We only get 3 missions. And these are these missions take place, the events after the assassination of the Empress and before Corvo shows up. Now, in the main game, as Corvo, you could either kill your targets or you could knock them unconscious and dispose of them in other ways, like either have them shipped off someplace or bribe someone to take them out, or just various other means. The moral choice system is available in this DLC also. As Daud, you can either kill your targets or you can dispose of them in other ways. Discredit their reputation, ship them off to some other location, the same principle. Yeah, I felt it was right. Only 3 stories between the assassination of the Empress and when Corvo shows up. It felt like the right amount, but I would have liked there to have been maybe some stories, maybe some stuff leading up to the assassination of the Empress, like how did Daud get his powers and whatnot. Speaking of powers, Daud has similar abilities like Corvo does. He also has the Mark of the Outsider on his left hand, and he cannot summon rats and he cannot possess people. While he can't do that, he can summon an assassin to help him combat against guards or watchmen, or to use as a distraction. He also has the time manipulation and the blink and the special C powers. Also, instead of the heart that Corvo carries around to find the runes and the bone charms, Daud has, when he turns on his activation, the mark on his hand starts to glow and point to where the charm is, and the controller vibrates a little bit. Yeah, like I said, it would have been nice. We do get some backstory, but we don't play anything. We just get it from bits and pieces. The Watcher, the mysterious magical person who granted people these powers, he talks to Daud. He says, along with Corvo, there are 8 other people who have that ability. So by this indication, that means we could get either more DLC or there could be a Dishonored sequel or prequel somewhere in the works. Also, the game gives more lore. As you know, in the game, there's books and notes scattered everywhere that talk about like the month of Net or the month of Tides, and they also talk about there's a new faction, like the Bottle Street gang from the main game. There's a gang that walks around and they all wear top hats. The Hatters, I believe they're called. Granny Bedlam, who was in the first game, is mentioned in part in the DLC, and you can complete an optional side quest to get something for her. Let's see, what else? Oh, there's also the talk of witches and black magic, which were also seen in the first game, which leads to believe that while some people have the ability to possess and do magical things, Daud and Corvo are 2 of the 8 or 9 people total that have the ability to actually have the the watcher's mark on their left hand. Yeah, because aside from Daud, there's his assassin apprentice, and then there's like the regular assassins, which we're seeing in both the main and DLC game. So I think the black magic is what allows you to teleport around, and as for the very special abilities, that requires the mark of the Watcher. Alright, aside from alright, so I have to give this DLC, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed the game, but like I said, I wanted there to be some more stuff to it. The three missions in general, the levels are big. Like, you know, the game talks at length. The main game talks at length about how whale oil is used for weapons and for power. Well, in one of the levels, you actually go to a whale slaughterhouse, and you actually see what the whales in this universe look like. Yeah, this game is rated M for a reason. It's a little. Ugh. Alright, well, until next time, this has been Test Subject 1337, and thank you for choosing Aperture Gaming. Until next time, have a good day.